Welcome, Sagittarius. I'm Brenda Tarot, and I'm here again today to bring you your Angel Tarot and Oracle reading for the week of July the 8th to the 15th, 2019. Again, I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Please be sure to click the bell button next to subscribe, and you'll get notified immediately when I'm produced out on open air for you to view and see these readings for you on YouTube. As you know, this is strictly a general reading. Every single card may not resonate with every single Sagittarius out there. But if some of it resonates, run with it and throw the rest out into the universe. But if you want clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I invite you to go to my website and click the little icon in the top right-hand corner of this video, and you'll see the services that I offer. All the other information is posted below this video. Okay, my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarians, let's see what we have here. Well, your all-over energy you've been given is the King of Water, better known as the King of Cups in traditional tarot. And I'm using the Hanson and Roberts traditional tarot today. You haven't seen me use these, so this is what I'm using today. So I want you to realize that I do see some of you opening your heart to people around you, looking at people from a more sensitive way, looking at people around you in a more understanding, compassionate manner. You're going to be able to do this because there's someone around you that's a good friend, an advocate, your partner, someone who you care very much for. This King of Water, he's going to come in here and give you some trustworthy and some heartfelt advice. Take it, because he has the ability to look from the outside through the window and see what's going on. And sometimes when we're involved right in the middle of something, we're blind to see the whole picture. And this individual is going to come in and help you. But I also want you to take on his personality traits yourself of being compassionate and understanding. When you're communicating with people around you this week, you're going to be looking at their side of the story. You're going to be looking at all aspects of the situation and, you know, what their motives are and all of that that's coming into the equation here when you communicate with others. Now, this has been coming up for other people as well, other signs as well. And it shows me that you're going to be doing things in a charitable way. You're going to be out there helping people without any expectations of payment or recompense. I do see that some of you may be actually involved in some sort of a charity event, or you may be just giving to the less fortunate. You may be cleaning out your closet. You may be, you know, giving to goodwill. Little random acts of kindness are things that we do without any expectation. So I do see that you will be looking at people and communicating with people on a more compassionate, understanding manner. So this week is getting along, okay? Getting along with the people around you. Not wanting to create any friction or any debates with any people this week. Just getting along and looking at all of the aspects when you're communicating with people. So communicate, and I always say, honey to catch the bees, not vinegar. Now, the beginning of this week, you've been given the Seven of Air, which is the Seven of Swords. And air cards often have to do with, you know, judgment, judicial issues, legal issues, dealing with lawyers, courts, and things like that. But it's also making major, major decisions and choices that you have to make. So I do see that you're going to be having to take your time here and think about things that you're doing here. This is a card that says, don't make a choice, an unwise choice or decision in haste, because it'll be unwise, okay? Don't make a choice in haste or a decision, because it'll be an unwise choice. I wanted to rephrase that, so more what I meant. And because there's things going on behind the scenes that you don't have. You need to have this information. You need to know what's going on behind the scenes before you can do this. Because if you jump in, it will be an unwise one, okay? And you don't want to look over your shoulder in hindsight and say, oh, crap, I wish I had done this instead of that. I wish I had waited till I knew the whole story before I reacted and I did this. So it's about taking your time, making sure you have all the information before you make this choice, okay? You know, because you don't want to do it in poor timing, all right? So you may have to, you know, wait around. You may be thinking about how things are going on right now with a certain situation. And if you've been wanting to move forward with some plans, things are going to slow down in that aspect until you get all the information that you need to make this choice and this decision. Now, crowning your week, you've been given the Seven of Water, which is the Seven of Cups. And again, we talked about looking at things on a heart level here, looking at things on an emotional level. Now you've got the Seven of Water. And, you know, in the middle here, we have choices and decisions again, okay, that might be legal issues that you're dealing with and choices. But I do see again where they're talking about a complex decision. And you're going to be given options. And these are all the choices that you're going to be given in order for you to make a decision. And you need to do your research. Again, side by side here. But you're going to be doing it on a, you know, a more compassionate, understanding, compromising way, okay? But you can't shelve this. You need to not procrastinate about it. You need to move forward and make this decision here. And it is complex. It may have to do with dealing with you know, 3 other major people, because I see 3 rather than 7 here. 3 major people, or 3 major choices and options coming in, even though this is the Seven of Water. And you know, this is listening to your own intuition, okay? And know that healing comes from others as well, not just yourself, and understanding others. This is all about understanding and communicating with others so that you can make this choice, okay? And I mean, again, you had the 7 here. This is 2 sevens, the same thing, listening to your own intuition and understanding others to move forward. Now, at the end of the reading, at the end of the week rather, you've been given the 2 of air. So you've had 2 air cards and 2 water cards here. So you know what? This is telling me, again, you're sitting here, you can't see things with clear sight line, okay? This is about negotiating and cooperating and adapting to the situation in order to get your fulfillment. Now, this is I call this my locking of horns card. So there may be someone that you're dealing with and you're communicating with, and neither one of you wants to make a decision. You're unwilling, both of you, to do this. So, you know, this is all about having to be more negotiable and cooperating and adapting to the situation so that you can both get what it is you want. And sometimes it's compromise, okay? In order for you to be happy, one of you has to make this decision. And you're at a stalemate. But all you have to do is put those swords down and remove the blindfold, and you're going to see what's going on. You're going to be able to see what's going on behind the scenes, the whole story here, okay, the whole picture here, in order for these choices. This is all about decision making and choices this week for you, Sagittarius. I do see this. But you're going to be, you know, trying to do it with compromise and consideration and fairness, okay? Making choices and decisions is all about fairness. I mean, you haven't got the king here of air or of swords, which is what that really signifies is. But I do see you having to make decisions and choices, and you don't want to jump in until you get all the information, okay? And you can't lock horns and dig your heels in if you didn't get the right option coming into you. You've got a lot of options, you know? So please, it may be you, having to remove the blindfold there, so that you can see the whole picture in order for you to make this decision. And I say this a lot of the times. Usually it's you that'll have to do it. Wipe your hands clean of it and say, done and done. You'll have to live with it because you didn't want to step up and make this decision. So pretty much the same theme is running through this week for you. Sagittarius. It's all about making choices and decisions. And some of them may have to do with family, things in your circle, your home circle, and other ones may be legal. Okay, for some of you, you may be getting an offer, you may be getting a proposal, you may be getting a settlement, you may be, you know, whatever. And you're going to have to sit long and hard and make sure you read between the lines, and you're sure that, you know, you're going to accept this on your terms and for your greater good. For others here, I see that there may be a choice here, and it could correlate to a legal issue here. If you're dealing with someone on a legal issue here, a spouse or a divorce or a separation or something like that here. I mean, this is all leaning towards making decisions and being fair about them. Now, for others, you know, it's pretty much the same. It's all about making choices and decisions, making sure you know all the information that you need prior to jumping in and signing on the dotted line. Remove the blindfold here. You're able to make a choice and a decision once you see the whole picture and you get the information from behind the scenes that you need to make this choice work out in your favor. And you're going to be more understanding about it. You know, you want to do things that are right and fair and honest and just. So I do see this working out. But I want you to be careful, because with the Lenormand here, someone isn't telling you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help them God. They wear a mask, and this tells me that you need to beware of the wolf in sheep's clothing. Someone around you that may not be telling you the entire story that you need to hear, okay? So be careful. There is a man standing here, and it could be a male figure that isn't being honest to you. However, this man here, he's trustworthy. He wasn't right next to this card. He wasn't right next to the mask. So it's not him. But I do see the male energy here, that it may be a male energy around you that isn't completely being truthful with you. He's not showing you the whole story or or truly who he is. He's hiding something. This guy here isn't, okay? He's as honest as the day is long. So if this gentleman is around you in any way whatsoever, you can trust him. He is an open book. You can ask him, and he'll hit you with it straight up. There's no gray area with this guy. It's black or white. So you can trust this guy, okay, if he's coming in and he's around you. Now, in the middle here, I did see that you're going to be able to set your compass. You're going to be able to move forward in the direction you want to go in the next stage of your journey here. It's all about looking towards the horizon, all about looking towards the destination and the location and the direction that you want to go in, Sagittarius. So that's excellent news. You do have some work here. You do have you do have to find out things here in order to move forward here, okay, to make these choices and decisions this week. So I do see there's going to be some decisions and choices that you're going to have to look long and hard at, but make sure you get all the truth, the whole information. If somebody isn't submitting their tax forms, all of them, or somebody's being sneaky, or somebody's not telling the whole truth, they're being very creative with their finances, and you are out there to get what you are owed, you need to make sure all of those things are submitted to you before you agree to anything and you make that choice. You need to take the blindfold off. See this situation for what it truly is, okay? Now, let's see what we've got here for our oracle messages. And this one here is from the life purpose. And this is what you may be wanting to get into, some of you Sagittarians. Writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So you may have the gift of dialogue here. You may have the gift of being able to write, or write a book, or you're blogging something, or you're getting on the internet and you're portraying, you're projecting out your wisdom and information that you have to the public. So you do have the ability to write, okay? This card came up as validation of your dream to be a writer. Whether your medium is books, articles, or screenplays, the divine encourages you to explore writing as a career path. This will involve some self-discipline on your part, as you will need to spend time engaged in this activity on a daily basis. The divine reminds you that writing is an art and not a science. Therefore, it can never be completely perfect. Your ego may whisper fears and insecurities inside your mind, designed to make you procrastinate about writing a project. If this occurs, call upon the divine and your messengers, and especially Archangel Gabriel, for confidence, clarity, and motivation. The divine will also help you find publishing outlets for your writing projects if you ask for their help and then follow their intuitive replies. So some of you are wanting to share dialogue. Some of you are wanting to communicate and impart that and transcend that out into the universe with writing. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, your final outcome card, which is from the Saints and Angels deck, is Triumphant. Wow. So throughout all these decisions, this may work out in your favor this week. You'll be triumphant and your desires will manifest. Any obstacles that you've been experiencing are temporary. Your guardian angels are taking care of the details to remove them from your path. Don't worry about the appearance of challenges, because they're just an illusion that will soon disappear. If you worry excessively about these issues, you'll fuel them with power and energy. See them instead as wispy clouds that can really block you, okay, that can't really block you. This is an especially important time for you to stay in steady contact with the divine and your guides. Sometimes when we're under stress, we forget to pray and ask for heaven's help. Yet, these are the times when it's best for us to enlist the assistance of our Creator and the celestial guides. So, ask them. And you know what? They know that you'll grow faster in a peaceful setting. Okay, so your life is becoming more stable with a quieter form of excitement. The drama of obstacles is now a thing of the past. So I do see this financial situation here turning out in your favor. Okay, if some of you, if this is over finances or over legal issues or custody issues or settlement issues of some kind, I do see that at the end of the day, you're going to be able to triumph. You're going to come over it, and you're going to be able to set your compass and go in the direction you want, because you're going to find out what you need to find out. This guy here, he's okay. He may be your lawyer, he may be an advocate, he may be your partner, he may be somebody around you that's there to protect you, because he's like the wolf at the door, okay? He's going to guard over you. So I do see that there, you know, you may be dealing with signing of contracts, okay, and partnerships of some sort, but you may be signing on or signing off things as well with this writing card. I know it refers to actual writing of a book or whatever, but you may be signing documents that are very important as well. Okay, Sagittarius, this is kind of a busy week for you, really a busy week for you. I mean, you got 2 7s in here, and that's all about listening to your own intuition, and healing comes from others around you. Okay, so if you tap into others that are going to protect you, okay, and you're divine, you're going to get what you want. But it's also about listening and understanding others, because you got the 7 of water as well. So I really wish you a great week here, July the 8th, and I want you to remember this, and I leave this with you again. The universe and the divine, your higher power, wants you to succeed and find your happiness and peace. So surrender to it and move forward, Sagittarius, towards your goals and your happiness. Blessings, my beautiful souls, and I'll see you soon. And always know that I stand only in this circle of love and light for you.